page here, it's okay to share it so that somebody in your on your page could be a benefactor of what we're doing here. Because a lot of people are looking for solutions. It's okay. A lot of people are looking for solution, but they don't know where to go. Some people are looking for easy way out. Unfortunately, there's no easy way out. Okay? You got to put in the work. You have to put in the work. I wish I can hand over some free stuff to people. Okay? I wish I could hand out some free stuff to people and ask them to sleep and wake up. Okay? Sleep and wake up, and life will come to them. But it doesn't happen that way. All right, let's see. Give me a second. Let me. Oh, boy. Okay. I'm trying to see, trying to use technology here. Some people say we're technologically challenged, and I agree. All right, I'm going to share the link. Let me see. I don't know how to share it. Give me a second. I must learn technology, guys. I must learn it. I must learn it because we have come, okay? All right, I was looking for the link. All right, the link is in the chat now. Okay. All right, good morning, good morning. Who wants to pray for us? Who wants to pray for us?
I pray.
All right, go ahead, man.
Good morning, everyone. Father, we just want to say thank you. We want to bless your name for this beautiful day that you have made, and you have allowed each and every one of us to be a partaker of it. Daddy, we give you all the praise, all the worship, all the adoration. Thank you for loving us so much. Many are in the hospital, many are in the grave, many are in one kind of challenge or the other, but you have not allowed that to be our portion. We are here this morning to learn. Oh God, we thank you. We give you praise. We adore you. Thank you, Father. Give us understanding this morning, oh God. Open our eyes to see the secret of this nation, the secret of how to tap into the milk of this nation, the land that is flowing with milk and honey. You have brought us into. Help us to understand it. Give us open mind. Give us understanding. And Father, help us, oh Lord, to even show others what we are learning, oh God. Thank you, Father. Thank you for Dr. Ruth that is making a lot of sacrifice for us. And thank you for everyone that is present and those that are yet to come in, oh Lord. We give you all the praise. Open our understanding. Give us knowledge from the throne room this morning to grab what we need to grab that will help us to tap into the milk and honey of this nation. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. All right, my people. So today is going to be interesting. In case you're just joining us, this is our book club. It's open to the public. It's a social club. We're here just to read. We read the physical book. All right. Oh, I'm going to make some people co-hosts here. Okay. Let me see. Esther. Esther, where are you? I'm going to make you a co-host so you can help me manage some of the noises. Miss Pat, I'm going to make you a co-host. All right. Thank you, all of you that is on camera, Miss Grace. Thank you so much. I'm going to make a co-host. You know why I appreciate you guys? Some people are on their bed right now. They went to the slave master's vineyard from Monday to Friday. And Saturday morning, you know what they say? I'm going to sleep in. I'm going to sleep in. Saturday is my sleeping in. And you refuse to sleep in. You refuse to shrink yourself to fitting into the design system, orchestrated slave master. He said, I'm going to change my word. And changing my word start from reading. Give me a second. Changing your word start with what? Leaving your bed. It's not easy to leave your bed, guys. Especially when you have gone to that vineyard and you feast yourself, you walk yourself. They hit you from left. They hit you through a manager. They hit you through a write-up. You own your own maybe nurse practitioner clinic, doctor's clinic, and you are doing everything, yet the overhead is taking it from you. But you keep going. What does the author say? The video we watched this morning say 80-something% of people do not like their job, but they still go every day and they hope that they are not fired. Can you imagine? How do you have that contrast? 80-something%, they do not like their job, but guess what? They still go every single day hoping that nobody fires them. It means that two people are living in one person. They don't like it. They can do better. But either that they have not find themselves in an environment where somebody will tell them, yeah, Miss Pat, you got this. You can do better. You can do this. You can do that. Have you tried speaking? Have you tried doing something else? Have you tried selling newspaper? Have you tried getting something done outside of this enslavement orchestrated journey? Unfortunately, some people, when we talk about slave, they thought it's the Black community that they brought over here. All middle class sitting in America and Canada. And around the world are slaved. Their brain are wired and locked in one place. All we are trying to do is to rewire this brain. Once you rewire this brain, I'm telling you, every other thing will be taken care of. I promise you that. But you have to push yourself to rewire your brain. You have to push yourself into the environment where your brain needs to be rewired. An environment like this that's telling you, my sister, yes, you can. Yes, you're better than 9 to 5. What can you do with your 5 to 9? What can you do? You're complaining about 9 to 5, but what about 5 to 9? Your slave master didn't take that. They didn't take it away from you. What can you do with 5 to 9? The book we are reading says that you hardly will be successful on, you see, in this world called journey of life if you don't have a business. That's what the book is saying. It's going to be hard for you to live to your full potential, your own full potential, if you don't have a business. But what kind of business are you going to have? I used to follow, there's some people I follow, guys. Since I'm beginning to rewire my brain, I choose who to listen to. Okay? Because I don't want this brain to unrewire to the old one. So I listen to some people. There is one I saw yesterday, and this is what got my attention to it. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find it. When I saw it, I posted it on my page. Guys, share that link so that someone on your someone on your page can. He said the foundation of business. This is my business I run. Anybody can copy it. He said the foundation of our business is based on vision, mission, system, and purpose. If you're going to run a business that is not does not have a vision, mission, system, and purpose, I don't know how far you're going to go. A lot of people have vision, mission, but they don't have a system. They are the system. And imagine when this system collapses, what happens? You're broke. You're back. You are broke. Okay? Okay. So, and this is the way he went further to describe, say, vision gives you a clear picture of the future. What do you want? What is that the future thinking? What future life do you want? It gives you the clear picture of the future that you want to create. That is that vision. What is that? Some people say, I want to build a big mansion. I want to fly the world. Okay. Is it written down? That's what we're going to read this morning. It's a mission. Our mission for being and the impact we commit to make. I don't want welfare anymore. I'm done with welfare. I want to create an impact. I want to be a social change agent. I'm not going to sleep in on a Saturday morning when I have the freedom, when I have left the slave master's vineyard. And I cannot sit down and complain that I'm slave. But what of the free time they gave you? What are you using for it? Your mission. What is your mission? And of course, the system. The proven processes that drives what? Consistency and result. And the last one, purpose. The deeper meaning that fuel your passion and perseverance. I saw this, I so much like it. Let me see how the author put it. A strong business is never built on product alone. It's built on a clear vision, a powerful mission, an effective system, and a meaningful purpose. Thank you. They are thanking the coach for reminding us that lasting success comes from having a solid foundation, staying committed to the principle that creates growth and transformation. Vision gives direction. Mission gives focus. System creates consistency, and purpose fuels passion. Some people say, oh, this is my passion. This is my passion. What is your purpose? Passion does not give you money. Purpose does. So you need to drive a purpose that's going to do what? That will fuel your passion. Oh, I want to give back to the community. Yes, but what is your purpose? Because if you don't have that strong purpose, what does it say? It says purpose what? Fuels your passion. Okay? So when this whole foundation works together, team becomes stronger, leaders become bigger, and more lives are transformed. So as you leave this book club today, by the time we get done, ask yourself 4 questions. What is your vision? What is your direction? What is that forward thinking? Sometimes when people hear vision, they don't understand what it means. What is your vision? What is that forward thinking? You want to help 1 million people become a better person. How? What is your mission? What gives you that focus? What gives you the focus? Because in the course of pursuing your vision, guess what? Distractions are going to come your way. Distractions are going to come. What is that keeps you not distracted? And of course, do you have a system that creates that consistency and the purpose? I find my purpose. I don't know about you. And I'm using my purpose to fuel my passion. What is my passion? I want to be able to transform lives. But I don't need to beg for it. I don't need to beg for it. I didn't need anybody to beg for it. But somebody found me. They know that I can create a good vision. I can work on a mission. They said, let's trigger this lady. Let's find her and see if she can relearn. If she can unlearn, relearn, and become a better version. And I'm still on that version. That's why I don't graduate. I commence. I'm still commencing every single day. I don't know about you. You see, I'm fired up this morning, right? I'm fired up. I feel like preaching. But let's read the book. We didn't come to preach. But we are reading the book, Becoming Your Own, what the CPAs aren't telling you. Okay? What your CPA isn't telling you. That's the book. And the chapter we read last talks about the business. Okay? It talks about this business and it helps us to discover the business, the different types of business strategies, plans we must put in place. Okay? It talks about business plan, the 3 different plans: strategic plan, marketing plan. Now, I promise you that when we come today, that was chapter 4. I promise you all that when we come today, we're going to leave chapter 5 to actually go read the business plan, because he kept giving us addendum. So if you have your book, let's go to page 183, the business plan. Let's look at it so that it can stay in our brain. Page 183, Appendix D. Now, to remind us, this is a book club. We're not representing any organization. We're not representing anybody. You are here for yourself because you have decided not to sleep in on a Saturday morning. You are here for yourself because you're tired of where you think you're sitting. You're here for yourself because you want to rewire your brain. You're here for yourself because you want to create a new lifestyle for your own family. What is your family financial culture? That's what you're building. That's why we're here. So we're not representing any organization. No, nobody. You're here for yourself. This is just a disclaimer. So when you're going to ask questions, when you're going to speak, know that you're representing yourself. Do not call any organization. Do not call any company. Just, you know what you're going to do? Speak and own what comes out of your mouth, okay? That being said, who wants to read for us? The business plan, vital session to winning a business plan. Who wants to read?
I'll read, Dr. Ruth.
All right, tell us your name and where you're calling in from.
I am calling from North Carolina. My name is Busola, and I'm not able to be on camera. Pardon me.
He owed me $2 million.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
It is my firm belief that a business plan is essential to the startup of every small business. I also believe that one of the most important byproducts that can come from preparing a quality business plan
when I'm on speed,
is
when I'm
that
driving, I'm on speed.
Go ahead.
okay. Important byproduct that can come from preparing a quality business plan is that it might prove that you shouldn't embark on a business idea. But if things look good after all, the analysis, research, and building of the plan, the results can be phenomenal. Another critical note about a business plan is that they aren't just for you to use. The SBA and lending institutions require a plan before they will consider granting a small business loan. Also, your plan will be carefully reviewed when you are considered for any grant you may be applying for. Moreover, strategic partnerships, venture capitalists, investors, and acquiring companies will review your company's business and marketing plans when considering making a deal with you. Now, surprisingly, once completed and once a decision is made to move forward, the business plan should actually go into the drawer. An ongoing strategic plan and marketing plan will make things happen and bring the business to life. Your strategic plan, discussed later in detail, is a document you need to consistently review, modify, and revisit on a regular basis. It is essentially the timeline setting for the specific task you need to complete in order to implement your business plan. The information should be highlighted in a brief, even bulleted fashion. Remember, these facts are laid out in depth later in the plan. Finally, if you can fit it in, try to give a little space to your experience and background, as well as the decision that led you to start this particular enterprise. Include information about the problems your target market has and what solutions you provide. Show how the expertise, show the expertise you have will allow you to make significant inroads into the market. Tell your reader what you're going to do differently or better. You have to convince the reader that there is a need for your service or product. Then go ahead and address your future plans. Marketing analysis. The section dedicated to marketing analysis should illustrate your knowledge about the particular industry your business is in. It should also present general highlights and conclusions of any marketing research data you have collected. The specific details of your marketing research studies, however, should be moved to the appendix of your business plan. Experts suggest that your market analysis is where you illustrate your knowledge and opinions regarding your product, service, and competitors. However, you can also get in trouble here. It is important you use real data and always cite your sources. It will prevent plagiarism and also show you have really done your research with credible data. The analysis should include an industry description, an outlook, target market information, market test result, lead times, and an evaluation of your competition. Consider the following subsections in your market analysis: industry description and outlook. The overview section should include a description of your primary industry, the current size of the industry, as well as its historical growth rate, trends and characteristics related to the industry as a whole. That is, what life cycle stage is the industry in? What is its projected growth rate? And the major customer groups within the industry, meaning businesses, governments,
So let me
consumers.
see. Let me
I'm sorry,
see.
but I think we
Sorry,
jumped some pages.
I think you jump a page.
Did we? Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
go
yeah,
back.
yeah. That
Go
is
back.
true.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Start from your strategic plan discussed
Plan.
later in detail is a document. Start from there.
Okay. So your strategic plan is a document you need to consistently review, modify, and revisit on a regular basis. It is essentially the timeline setting for the specific task you need to complete in order to implement your business plan. And then now your marketing plan, also discussed later in detail, is likewise an evolving document that sets forth goals, strategies, and plans you need to implement to bring into customers and those valuable sales. I feel the critical section of a business plan are as follows. You may have additional sections that your business model requires, but there are certainly the basics. Please review each one of the sections below in detail as you build your own plan. And I won't list them because it's already also. So the first one is cover, title page, and table of contents. Executive summary, market analysis, organization and management, marketing and sales strategies, service or product mix, financials, and then the appendix. So starting from cover, title page, and table of contents. The presentation of the business plan can go a long way in showing your professionalism, the time you took to complete the plan, and your commitment to the project. The table of content is there to assist the reader in locating specific sections in your business plan. Place the table of content directly following the executive summary and not before. Make sure that the content titles are very broad. Avoid detailed descriptions in your table of content. If you plan on giving an oral presentation of your business plan to bankers or investors, consider creating a PowerPoint presentation or a DVD that can bring your product or service to life. A short video clip or pictures can say 1,000 words. The executive summary. The executive summary is the most important section of your business plan. It provides a concise overview of the entire plan along with a history of your company. This section tells the reader where your company is and where you want to take it. It's also the first thing your readers see. Therefore, it will either grab their interest or make them want to read more or make them want to put it down and forget about it. More than anything else, this section is important because it tells the reader why you think your business idea will be successful. Some suggest the executive summary should be the last section you write after you've worked out all the details of your plan. The reason is that you will be in a better position to summarize your business concept after researching and writing all of the other sections. It is interesting that it is the last thing you write, but the first things others see. Some of the important points you should cover in the executive summary are: number one, the mission statement briefly explains the thrust of your business. It could be 2 words, 2 sentences, a paragraph, or even a single image. It should be as direct and focused as possible, and it should leave the reader with a clear picture of what your business is all about. In fact, some experts suggest that the mission statement is just too much information for the executive summary and should be left inside the business plan. Number two, names of founders and functions they perform. Number three, if the business is already underway, a brief summary of the condition of the business, number of employees, sales, etc. Number four, location of business and any assets, equipment, or facilities under use or needed to get started. Number five, products and or services to be rendered. Number six, summary of the marketing plan. And then the last point is summary of management's future plans and timeline for the business. Don't lose sight of the fact that the executive summary should be a summary and not more than 1 page. Most experts say never more than 1 page, with the exception of the mission statement. All of the information should be highlighted in a brief, even bulleted fashion. Remember, these facts are laid out in depth later in the plan. Finally, if you can fit it in, try to give a little space to your experience and background, as well as the decisions that led you to start this particular enterprise. Include information about the problems your target market has and what solution you provide. Show how the expertise you have will allow you to make significant inroads into the market. Tell your reader what you are going to do differently or better. You have to convince the reader that there is a need for your service or product. Then go ahead and address your future plans. And then the next one is market analysis. This section dedicated to market analysis should illustrate your knowledge about the particular industry your business is in. It should also present general highlights and conclusions of any marketing research data you have collected. The specific details of your marketing research studies, however, should be moved to the appendix of your business plan. Experts suggest that market analysis is where you illustrate your knowledge and opinions regarding your product, service, and competitors. However, you can also get in trouble here. It's important you use real data and always cite your source. It will prevent plagiarism and also show you have really done your research with credible data. The analysis should include an industry description and outlook, target market information, market test results, lead times, and an evaluation of your competition. Consider the following subsections in your market analysis: industry description and outlook. The overview section should include a description of your primary industry, the current size of the industry, as well as its historic growth rate, trends and characteristics related to the industry as a whole, meaning what life cycle stage is the industry in, what is the projected growth rate, and the major customers group within the industry, meaning your businesses, the government, and consumers, etc. Another point is identifying your target market. Your target market is simply the market or group of customers that you want to focus on and sell to. When you're defining your target market, it is important to narrow it to a manageable size. Many businesses make the mistake of trying to be everything to everybody. Oftentimes, this philosophy leads to failure. The next one is market test. When you're including information about any of the market tests you have completed for your business plan, be sure to focus only on the result of this test. Any specific details should be included in the appendix. Market test result might include the potential customers who were contacted, any information or demonstration that were given to prospective customers, how important it is to satisfy the target market's needs and the target market's desire to purchase your business products or services at varying prices. The next one is competitive analysis. When you're doing a competitive analysis, you need to identify your competition by product line or service as well as by market segment. Assess their strengths and weaknesses. Determine how important your target market is to your competitors and identify any barriers that may hinder you as you are entering the market. Be sure to identify all of your key competitors for each of your products or services. For each key competitor, determine what their market share is and then try to estimate how long it will take before new competitors will enter the marketplace. Brand analysis. A branding comparison or analysis should be conducted for each of your competitors and their products. This will give you and your team an honest assessment of the viability of your company, products, services, and brand. It also allows you to determine the look and feel of your own brand based on what has been successful or failed for your competitors. Regulatory restrictions. This includes information related to current customer or governmental regulatory requirements, as well as any changes that may be upcoming. Specific details that you need to find out include the methods for meeting any of the requirements, which will affect your business, the timing, and any cost involved. Organizations and management. This section should include your company's organizational structure, details about the ownership of your company, profiles of your management team, and the qualification of your board of directors. Who does what in your business? What is their background and why are you bringing them into the business as board members or employees? What are they responsible for? This may seem like unnecessary question to answer in a one or two person organization, but the people reading your business plan want to know who is in charge. So tell them, give a detailed description of each division or department and its function. This section should include who is on board, if you have any advisory board, and how you'd intend to keep them there. What kind of salary and benefit package do you have for your people? What incentives are you offering? How about promotions? Reassure your reader that the people you have on staff are more than just names on a letterhead. Organizational structure. Set for the organizational structure of the business from top to bottom. A simple but effective way to lay out this structure is with an organizational chart and narrative description. This will prove that you are leaving nothing to chance. You have thought out exactly who is doing what, and there is someone in charge of every function of your company. Nothing will fall through the cracks, and nothing will be done 3 or 4 times over. To a potential investor or employee, that is very important. Ownership information. Include the legal structure of your business along with the subsequent ownership information it relates to. Have you incorporated your business? Are you using a C Corp, S Corp, or LLC? Or perhaps you have formed a partnership with someone. If so, is it a general or limited partnership? Or maybe are a sole proprietor? Important ownership information that should be incorporated into your business plan includes name of owners, percentage ownership, extent of involvement with the company, and forms of ownership, meaning common stock, preferred stock, general partner, or limited partner. Management profiles. Expert agrees that one of the strongest factors for success in any startup company is the ability and track record of its own or management's. So let your reader know about
Of
the
his owners.
of its owner slash management. So let your reader know about the key people and their backgrounds. Provide resume that includes the following information: name, position, primary responsibilities and authority, education, unique experience and skills, prior employment, and compensation basis and levels. Board of directors and advisors. The major benefit of even an unpaid advisory board is that it can provide expertise that your company cannot otherwise afford. A list of well-known successful business owners slash managers can go a long way towards enhancing your company's credibility and perception of management expertise. If you have a board of directors or advisors, be sure to gather the following information when developing the outline for your business plan. Names, position on the board, extent of involvement with company, background, and historical and future contribution to the company's success. The next one is marketing and sales strategies. This
All
section
right.
is
All right. Thank you. Thank you, my sister, for reading.
You're
Now,
welcome.
you see, I don't know about you, but for me, as you're reading, I begin to wonder where this my business plan is in my business right now. I don't know who is thinking in that direction. Okay. You see, most of us start this business. None of this is documented anywhere. So we don't even have business plan. All right. We don't have a plan. But the good news is that it did not just tell us what a plan is. It did not tell us how to develop the business plan, but it gave us what needs to be in that business plan. So a layman, anybody can actually pick it up. You can actually pick up a paper and put it in this segment. What is your cover page? Whatever. Okay. What is your job? What is your business? Your business is how to count all the cars that pass along the way. That's fine. Now you know how to put a cover page, the title, and it went further to explain to you what should be in each of the segments. But there's something that caught my attention. He said that the executive summary should actually come after you have done what? You have taken care of all the other pages. The executive summary should come after you have done what? All the other pages. I love that he was able to give us step by step market analysis, organization and management, marketing and sales strategies, People start a business, they think that someone else will come and market it for them. And that's why you hear some people, oh, I don't like to talk to people. My people, let me tell you, no people, no money. No people, no money. A closed mouth does not feed. If you open a business, you don't have a marketing and sales strategies, let me tell you, sorry, you will not even last up to 5 years in the first place. You're not going to receive, you're not going to capture your return of investment. Return of investment and return on investment. None. You're not. So do not close your mouth. But how are you going to do this business? Capture this business? The book, this author have given it to us. This is your own Harvard. You're in a Harvard, there are about 200 and something of us on this call this morning. You are in a Harvard University. Okay? Now you're in a Harvard University. Don't say, I don't know what to do. It's summer. I'm going to go call my children. I said, now, I don't think mommy have this. Tell her that. You all are going to do a walk. And you're going to do it according to this heading. The writing has to be done the right way. It doesn't matter how small, how big your business is, you have to put in place your business plan. That is the initial kickoff, your business plan. You have to put that in place. Okay. Now we're going toward the marketing and sales strategies plan. You got to have it. So remember, there are 3, right? Business plan is the first one. Marketing and sales strategies is the second one. What is the third one? Who can tell me the third one? Let me see if we're on the same page. So business plan, strategic plan, and marketing plan. So they are bonding together the marketing and sales strategies together. Okay? Marketing and sales is 1. Then strategic is 1. So there are what? 3 of them. So let's go to the second one. Who wants to read? Another person can read. Page 189. Marketing and sales strategies. Anybody can read. Oh, marketing strategies is still the same. It's still the continuation of the business plan. Okay? It's still the continuation of the business plan. Go ahead.
I'll read that.
Go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling in from.
Dr. Antonia from Florida.
Right,
good morning,
you.
everyone. Thank you. Marketing and sales strategies. This section is the basic framework of what will become your marketing plan. Your marketing plan will be a living, breathing document you work with monthly, if not weekly or even daily. In this section, the first thing you want to do is define your marketing strategy. There is no single way to approach a marketing strategy. Your strategy should be part of an ongoing self-evaluation process and unique to your company. However, there are steps you can follow which will help you think through the strategy you would like to use. Use the market analysis that you completed for the earlier section in your business plan as a springboard for this section. List every possible strategy that may be helpful to your business. Create a timeline of priorities based on the marketing budget and also what you hope to accomplish. Here are some main areas of a good marketing plan to consider: internal procedures, public relations, technology, printing and signage, and media. Also, each marketing strategy in your plan should include their purpose, procedure, statistical goal, and budget. See Appendix F, the perfect marketing plan, for a more detailed discussion. Service or product mix. What are you selling? In this section,
What are you selling? Can someone put in the chat? What are you selling? It's either you're selling a product or a service, right? But what type of product? What type of service? Or are you selling gossip? Are you selling watching social media? Are you selling another person's product, an idea that does not add value to you? What are you selling? I like that. Okay, that's the question thrown to all of us right now. What are you selling? Service or product? You're going to find yourself in one of those. Okay? So you need to know, are you in a service industry or are you producing stuff? What are you selling? Wow, go ahead.
In this section, describe your service or product, emphasizing the benefits to potential and current customers. Focus on the areas where you have a distinct advantage. Identify the problem in your market, in your target market, for which your service or product provides a solution. Give the reader hard evidence that people are or will be willing to pay for your solution. List your company's services and products and attach any marketing promotional materials. Provide details regarding suppliers, availability of products/services, and their costs. Also, include information addressing new services or products that will be added to the company's line. Overall, this section should include a detailed description of your product or service from your customer's perspective. Include information about the specific benefits of your product or service. Discuss your products/services ability to meet customer needs. Any advantages your product has over that of the competition, and the present development stage of your product, that is idea and prototype, etc. Information related to your product's life cycle. Be specific about where your product or services is in its life cycle, as well as factors that may influence its cycle in the future. Any copyright, patents, and trade secret information that may be relevant. Include information related to existing, pending, or anticipated copyright and patent filings, along with any key characteristics of your products/services that you cannot obtain a copyright or patent for. Incorporate key aspects of your products/services that may be classified as trade secrets. Last but not the least, be sure to add any information pertaining to existing legal agreements, such as non-disclosure or non-compete agreements. Next, research
Let me talk about this, Dr. Antonia. Most of you are working for somebody right now. Have you ever checked if you have non-compete clause? Non-compete clause. For most of you working as an employee right now, do you know there are certain things you cannot do while you work in that place? Most of them are written in the non-compete clause. And these are very common with physicians, nurse practitioners, PAs, all those kind of practices. Because they are looking for a job, they did not care to read the non-compete clause. They did not read it. And because they did not read it, what happens? Now, when their eyes open, maybe they have worked for 1 year, 2, they want to exit, or they want to open their own practice, what do they say? And now done on them, I have signed some document I never read. Okay? So America and Canada have a lot of non-compete clause somewhere. So if you're getting a job, especially if you're a professional, you're starting with a job, but you have intention, of course, building a business, knowing that job, you know the meaning of job. I say job means journey of the broke. That's what job means, journey of the broke. If you're a job right now, there's no problem. Tell yourself, I'm going to journey myself out of there one day. But the only way you can journey yourself out is to make sure you start business. And now what we are reading this morning is showing us step by step how to set up a business plan, what the content will be. Nobody said, where do I start? The book is giving us step, you know what is what? Clear direction of what to say, how to put it in place, what to document on each section. Now, if you're going to do that, as you're entering the job, believing that you're going to leave the job, because if you don't leave journey of the broke, you'll be broke all your life. There's no magic. Okay, that you have a house, you have a car, you have you can send your kids to college with school loan does not mean that you're not broke. The good news is that being broke is a temporary place. You can take yourself out of that place. All right? You can take yourself is a choice. All right? You can take yourself out of it. But the only way out to come out of the journey of the broke, Robert Kiyosaki says, is just over broke. He said, just over broke. Okay? So that's what I call job. So tell yourself, I have to come. It doesn't matter your position now. It doesn't matter if you're the president of that company. It does not matter if you're the vice president. Oh, do you know he's the president of the Bank of America? If it's not your business, they're going to let you go either by design or by default. You must retire.
Yep.
So the question is, do you want to retire by default? Or do you want to retire by design? The only way to retire by design is to start a business where you're still there, okay? Find something, find a niche that you can start. Begin to write a business plan. It don't have to be perfect. Some people have set one's perfection to the point they never take off. And at the end of the day, you see a lot of business plans written that's just sitting on the shelf because of what? They're looking for perfection. It's not what the author said. Author just gave you the things that are going to be there. Kick off. Just put it good enough, depending whether you're going to need funding or not. If you're going to come to me as a funder, I'm a hard lender, guys. If you're going to come to me to fund your business, then you're going to write a good business plan. Okay? Because my business partners is going to read your business proposal to know whether you qualify for us to take a risk or not. I'm an investor, right? So they're going to look whether you're qualified or not for us to fund you. It doesn't matter how much it is. Then you go to the bank, try the bank and see. Either way it goes. If you're going to need an investor like me or like the bank, choose one. Whichever one that is easy for you is okay. But if you're going to need that business plan has to be, we didn't say you have to write too many pages. Even if it's one night, whatever it is, you have to put it in order. Okay? But look at compete clause. For most of you working at your job right now, and as you finish this book, you're going to start putting in place business plan to get yourself out of the journey of the broke, because you don't really have a lot of options there. Okay? It's either you start today and get out, begin to plan your exit, or you wait, they'll take you out by default. You don't really have a whole lot of options. If you like, pray from January to January. Okay? If you don't have a plan to get out of journey of the broke, they will retire you by default. Okay? So look at that. Once you're getting, most of you are trying to get a new job. There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't say job is wrong, but I just want to remind you that it's called what? Journey of the broke. Okay? So in order to exit from every academic classroom, now let me link it so you understand what I'm trying. Every academic classroom on earth produces what? Slaves that still work at the job. So each and every one of us started from journey of the broke because we didn't know better. But the day our brain opened, we begin to understand the orchestration of what they did is to use the classroom to produce more slaves But this time it's slaves that wear suits and wear uniform, but their brain doesn't work because what? They have been guided through the orchestrated classroom and guide them to come out and write their resume or their CV to get a job, journey of the broke. But the good news is that in the journey of the broke, you can be able to exit and create journey of the billionaires. You have to be the one to create it. It's going to cost you time. You see, it's going to cost you ideas, and you must document your idea. You must document it. There's nothing, where's your business plan? Oh, I want to do this ABC. No, you must document. So it's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you energy. It's going to cost you money, my fellow middle class. It's going to cost you your friends. It's going to cost you your association. You're going to change the room because the room you're in matters how far you can go. The room you're in determines how fast you can get out of the journey of the broke. So you cannot blame the slave master anymore. They have done their job, right? They have produced you out of their classroom they designed. But it's time for you to change that narrative. It's time for you to change it and create your own journey of the billionaires. Okay? The JOB, the big capital. But to create the journey of the billionaires, start from what we are doing now. You must have a business plan. And the business plan does not work if you don't have a business idea. That's why I love to be in hotels sometimes. Sometimes they help me to think why. It's only the hotel you enter. Beside your bed, I mean, right now, beside your bed is what? Is a pen. It's a paper. People have always associated hotels with prostitution or not. Oh, that's not what it's meant for. Hotels are where ideas are being developed. When you segregate yourself, no noise. No noise, nothing. You can choose to eat or not, but there's something beside your bed. Is what? Is Bible or Quran, if you enter the right hotel. And what? A pen and a paper. And they put it beside your bed. You know why they put it there? So that in case you're thinking, you're dreaming, or that idea comes out, you can quickly get up, pick that pen, and write the idea down. Because they say what? A long pen, a short pen is better than what? A long memory. So that's why they put the pen and the paper beside your bed. So you can get up and do what? And document that idea. Then go back to bed. Go back to bed. Give me a second. Put it there. Okay. So when you find yourself in places where you are all alone, what are those ideas? Can you write them down? That's why I always have a note, guys. See my notebook. Anywhere I go, have a notebook. Because sometimes I say something that comes from nowhere. I make sure I write it down. Okay? Because I don't want to lose that idea. I make sure I write it down. So something that I said by myself, not by another person. Imagine now when no one else says it, I still take a note. All right, go ahead, Dr. Ifediora.
Okay. Research and development activities you are involved in or are planning to be involved in. R&D activities will include any in-process or future activities related to the development of new products/services. Include information about what you expect the results of your future R&D activities to be. Be sure to analyze the R&D efforts of not only your own business, but also that of others in your industry. Financials. The financials should be developed after you've analyzed the market and set clear objectives. That's when you can allocate resources efficiently. The following is a list of the critical financial statements to include in your business plan. 1. Historical financial data. If you have been in business already for some period of time, some level of historical financial data should be included, especially if they are positive. However, business plan consultants recommend that the most important information should be prospective in nature. Don't include too much history unless there is a specific request from an investor or creditor. Next, prospective financial data. All businesses, whether startup or growing, will be required to supply prospective financial data. Most of the time, creditors will want to see what you expect your business to be able to do within the next 5 years. Each year's documents should include forecasted income statements, balance sheets, cash flow statements, and capital expenditure budgets. For the first year, you should supply monthly or quarterly projections. After that, you can stretch it to quarterly and or yearly projections for years 2 through 5. Make sure your projections match your funding request. Creditors will be on the lookout for inconsistencies. It's much better if you catch mistakes before they do. If you have made assumptions in your projections, be sure to summarize what you have assumed. This way, the reader will not be left guessing. Finally, include a short analysis of your financial information. Include a ratio and trend analysis for all of your financial statements, both historical and prospective. Because pictures speak louder than words, you may want to add graphs of your trend analysis, especially if they are positive. Appendix. The appendix should be provided on an as-needed basis. In other words, it should not be included with the main body of your business plan. Your plan is your communication tool. As such, it will be seen by a lot of people. Some of the information in the business section you will not want everyone to see, but specific individuals such as creditors may want access to this information in order to make lending decisions. Therefore, it is important to have the appendix within easy reach. The appendix should include credit history, personal and business, resumes of key managers, product pictures, letters of reference, details of market studies, relevant magazine articles or book references, licenses, permits, or patents, legal documents, copies of leases, building permits, contracts, list of business consultants, including attorney and accountants. Copies of your business plan should be controlled. In fact, try to use a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, with every business plan you distribute. Keep a record of everyone that receives a copy and request it to return if and when possible. Make sure recipients sign the NDA before they see the plan and maybe even the executive summary. I would encourage you to seek the advice of others in the preparation of your plan, and once it is finished, find a business mentor. Choose someone you admire who has a proven track record of success and someone with impeccable business ethics like Dr. Ruth. Ask that person to mentor you and explain that this role might require a commitment of real time and patience on their part. Follow that person's guidance and return that commitment by becoming a mentor in return. Mentors can often be found in local business groups, through your college or university, or through a friend of a friend. Be careful when choosing a mentor. Don't ask someone who, if the relationship ever soars, will cause strained family or neighborly relationships. You should also ask close friends and family to review the plan and give your anonymous feedback if needed, so you can get honest answer about your business idea and the design of your business. However, don't take people's opinion too personally. Remember that business is simply business. Don't give up
Business
and be
is simply
patient.
business.
The time and season for starting a business can change. Good luck.
Yes. Remember, business is what is simply business. My fellow readers, what a college this morning. Session by session, how to write a business plan. But he made recommendations. He said, if possible, use what? Use a professional. Find a mentor. They said the easiest way to become a millionaire is to have a mentor. But if you're going to become a millionaire, how are you going to have a mentor who has never made $50,000? How are they going to take you to become a millionaire? It takes a millionaire to do what? To show you how to become one. So if you're going to learn how to count the cars on the road, you might as well learn from the person who have done it before. Okay? You can learn from them. What are their challenges? What are the things you have to put in place? Okay? Find a mentor. But remember, it's a business. It's not a charity organization. For you to run a business, you have to have a thick skin. Thick skin. You are not supposed, there's nothing like emotion. You cannot be an emotional person you're running business. You're not going to win. You have to take emotions away. Whether it's a family member, or whether it's a friend, or it doesn't matter who, when it comes to business, business is business. So you have to stay true your business plan. Remember the book we read before this one, Becoming Your Own Banker. What does he say? He said, do not allow family or friends to follow the back door. If you run a business where your family and friends are going to come and they follow the back door, very soon they will do what? That business will crumble and you join them. You join them. Because the worst thing that can happen to you is when you helping a poor man become poor, you will see the danger. You will see what it means. It is bad. Because even the person that you're helping will tell you, I thought you got it together. How come you have joined me in this place? We're already so saturated. Why are you coming back to this place? The same person you've been helping that is following the back door will be the first person that will gossip. Oh, I thought she got it together. Now she's here but with us. It's not like us. Because what? You did not follow through with your business plan. Number two, you are doing what? You're emotional. Oh, it's my brother. It's my brother. It's okay. Oh, she does not have the qualification. It's okay. It's my family member. No. Find a way to teach them to learn the competency that you need that will take you to the next level. If they don't have that competency, hire the person that have the competency. Okay? Hire the person that will give you the competence.
Can I say something, Dr. Ruth?
Yes, ma'am.
Michael Jackson fired his father,
Okay.
who was his manager, running his business. And that's the only way that Michael Jackson took off and became who he was.
Okay. Did you all hear that?
Yes.
It cannot just because it cannot be emotional when running a real business. Unless you're not running a business, you're running a charity organization, huh? No problem. But if you're running a business that's going to get you out of the journey of the broke, I'm sorry, guys, you're going to have a tough skin. You're going to have a tough skin. You're not going to be everywhere. Your association has to change. You're going to spend money to feed this brain all the time. Because what brought you here today cannot bring you there the next day. There has to be a new knowledge, a new strategy, a new understanding for you to move from one level of business to another. There are going to be challenges. Every challenge that comes your way as a business owner is an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to make you a better person, a better version of yourself. For those who are Christian, what the Bible says, it says a temptation bigger than you will not come your way. Do I have the Bible scholars? How did you put it? What's the exact language there? No temptation bigger than you that will come your way. Anyone that has come your way means that either God have deposited in you the skills you need to overcome it, or in the course of that temptation, you're going to develop the competencies, the skills that you need to do what? To become a better version of yourself. But some people give up. They give up immediately. Or maybe you're writing the business plan, you get to a point. You can't, my people, you cannot write a business plan without doing a research. But you see the social media, the new trend. Oh, we will do it for you, leave it. There's no do and leave it. It does not exist. If you're not involved in that business plan, guess what? You're running a business you don't know about. That's why you come in to ask somebody, what is your business plan? What is your marketing plan? They don't know. Because somebody else wrote the business plan, they never read it, and they just put it there. So that if they're about to go apply for loan, if you're about to go apply for grants, they will present it. God bless you, you're coming to apply towards my area. Then you make sure you have to read that booklet. I don't care who wrote it for you. Who owns it is you. So you must know your stuff. So even if you can hire a professional to do it, remember one of the books we read in this book club said what? You have to hire professionals to tell them what to do, not them telling you what to do. But most people hire professionals, CPAs, accountants, business analysts, financial analysts. Guess what? Now the person they hire is inside, telling them, giving them a command. And they lost the ownership right. They can't make decisions. They don't know what goes on. I guess Michael Jackson said, no, this is not a family affair. This is real business. Daddy, I'm going to make a lot of money. I'll come and take care of you. But for business to grow, you have to step aside for now. Okay? Step aside. All right? Let's get this thing going. This is not emotion, right? And if you don't step aside, maybe I will say something that will insult my dad. I don't want to do that, right? I will say something that will insult my brother. I don't want to do that. Say, bros, step aside. That's why I tell people in the business, I'm in financial services. In financial, there's nothing like family and friends. They exist. You're going to teach them. You're going to work with them. But then sometimes if they're going to pull you down, keep them aside and move on. Make the money. Come and enjoy the money with them. Right? But anyone who is willing to work with you, why not? Show them. But do not be emotional. That is what I'm trying to tell you. There's nothing else you can remember. A business owner does not run on emotions. It runs on what? Plans, strategies. That is how business are run. This is the layer. This is the process. If you're not going to take this system and run, then step aside. Let's get someone who can run this system. We'll get you. You want us to be dashing you fish, right? No problem. Once in a while, we dash you fish. But no matter what they dash you, it's not going to be enough. Why don't you calm down? Honor, bring yourself down, humble yourself to learn. If you learn, one day you become your own master. Okay? Become your own master. Man, I love this. I've been reading, I've read this book before, but you see the way it's coming out now is a little bit different. Any comment, any question? All right, let's go to the next page.
This is Dr. Vida from New York. Can I please say one thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I deduct that she has entered into the business mode. So they are detaching from emotions. And when you listen, you watch all these documentaries, Beyonce fired the father because he was not in line with the business theme. Michael Jackson did it. Janet Jackson did it. When you read all these documentaries or you watch them, they didn't do it because they hated their loved ones. No, because they had to step to the side to be able to move forward with the business ideas and make the business succeed. And if it succeeds, they take care of them anyway. But if it doesn't, then what are you wasting your time for? So I see that now they are into the business mode, and this is very, very interesting to watch what is to come next. Thank you.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. So once you're in the business mode, means that your emotion doesn't control you anymore. That's what Dr. Vida is saying. You're being controlled by what? By the plans you put in place. Hopefully you know your plan. Hopefully you're part of the plan. Okay? Now we are moving to the strategic plan. What does this say strategic plan is? That is your monthly, your weekly, your daily activities. It comes with timelines. But remember, in the business plan, there is a segment there that have given the foundation, the snapshot of what the strategic plan is going to be. Okay? Now you have done the business plan, you have laid it out, it's done, you know it, you're ready to pitch it. You know, as we read these books, I begin to see all the organizations I've joined, and they are trying to say it's time for us to pitch our plan, I'm sitting down there making contribution, but I don't even know if I'm making that contribution based on an informed mind. Thank God for the rewiring of this brain now. Okay. Now we're going to the strategic plan. Who wants to read? Who wants to read?
I can read.
All right, tell us your name and where you're calling in from. Go ahead.
My name is Amy Kabengele, and I'm reading from North Carolina.
All right, thank you so much. Go ahead.
Appendix E, a dynamic strategic plan, an essential key to business success. In my opinion, a strategic plan is very different from a business plan. A strategic plan sets forth a timeline of specific tasks that need to be completed in order to make your business plan a reality. It is a specific list of objectives to reach specific goals. Even experienced business owners can benefit from using a strategic plan as an integral part of their business. It is so difficult to manage all of the loose ends and chaos that can occur when running a small business. A strategic plan helps tremendously. A strategic plan is essentially a checklist of things that need to be completed in the next month, 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. It takes your business plan to the next level when you are trying to decide where it is most effective to spend your time. In a lot of ways, the strategic plan is the how-to of your business plan. Here are a few issues to consider before setting forth the pertinent section of dynamic strategic plan. Individual owners. Anybody that has owned their own business knows that success can often turn on one simple principle: self-discipline.
Self-discipline, my people. Self-discipline, guys. One element of success as a business owner is what? Self-discipline. Now we have a book club this morning. I can decide to sleep on my bed. You all stay on this book. Someone takes over. Do you know someone will always take over? Someone takes over this business. This book club must go on, with or without me. But why should I do that? What am I showcasing? Self-discipline. You say you're going to wake up at 7 a.m. By 6:55, you're still lying on the bed. Self-discipline. They say there's a business meeting towards the business you're running. You don't show up, you look for excuse. Oh, my friend is going to have a wedding. My neighbor is going to have a baby shower. My church is going to go to Encounter of 2027. There's always going to be Encounter every year. There's always going to be baby shower. There's always going to be graduation ceremony. Must you attend that one? Sacrifice, self-discipline. Are you doing what you say you're going to do? Because if you don't have self-discipline, you cannot do what? Do the checklist. You cannot. You may have the checklist, but it's not performed. Go ahead. Number one, write it down, everybody. Self-discipline. There's no magic. They didn't say miracle. They say self-discipline. Go ahead.
When you own your own business, there is usually no one leaning over your shoulder, making sure you are working the hours you need to and focusing on your energy on the right task.
That is correct. Nobody is watching over you. Nobody. Nobody is watching over you. You have to do it yourself. Okay? You have to do it yourself. You see why we say that academic produces professional slaves who clock in and clock out every single day. Numbers. Do you know most of us, when we are able to go to work, and because there's an alarm clock one, there's a time of clocking in and clocking out. Okay? There's a time to clock in, there's a time to clock out. There's a time to take break. There's a time not to take break. Okay, you must show up. These are all the skills, the tools to keep you as a slave. And if you obey those skills, those rules, you will get paid. But as a business owner, you are the one to make your own time. I was listening to Dangote. For most of you, if you're in the business world, those are the people you need to listen to. He said, my business is my hobby. That's what he said. He said, my business is my hobby at 69 years old. In America, what is the retirement age? They have moved it to 67. If that is not slavery, what it is? When at 69, somebody is telling you, my business is my hobby. But at 65, 67, somebody says, I'm retired. I'm done. I'm fine. I've given up. It's now left for my children to do. Left your children that you left in the slave vineyard to continue. Who told you you're done? Because you did not design anything. They push you out by default. But someone else who is designing his own life at 69 is saying, my business is my hobby. Because he said he wakes up every single day to go to gym. By 8 o'clock, he's in the office. That is his own timeline. Due to what? Self-discipline. You do, you wake up 6 a.m., 5 a.m. to clock into the slave master. Now, the day you're off of the slave master's vineyard, on a Saturday, Sunday, want to sleep in. 10 o'clock, you're still sleeping. 8 o'clock, you're still sleeping. And you wake up. When you wake up, you dress up, you go to church to pray. My God does not bless lazy folks. I'm telling you. It does not. Not my own God. I don't know about you. You go to church to pray for financial freedom. When the time he gave you to produce stuff, you're sleeping your life away. Because somebody has put in your brain, you're waiting for retirement. I will retire at 67. Somebody has put that in your brain. You're waiting for retirement. Created by who? Retirement is a slave master's concept. And when you see the other people making money, they also put it in our brain. Oh, those making money, they are chasing after money. It's all about money. Why are they chasing after money? But every day you clock into the same vineyard, another person's vineyard, and you're cursing another person and say they are chasing money. No, they are not chasing money. They enslaved themselves and decided to make an impact. You refuse to enslave yourself. You remain in the slave master's vineyard. And you're not bringing no impact. You're just a number. And the day they get tired of you, they cannot. You're not bringing what they need. They take it out and now bring your children that you have sent to the same classroom and they graduated and they are back to the same number in the slave yard. What if we can change it? We have what it takes as middle class to change it. But who's going to change it for you? Nobody. As a business owner. Some people say, oh, you see somebody waking up late. They say, oh, you're sleeping like the big man. Oh, the big man doesn't sleep that well. It's only a poor man that sleeps 12 hours. Go and check. Show me a poor man, I will show somebody who sleeps 12 hours, 10 hours. And they will only complain, grumble. They can make no impact. They cannot, all they're going to think about is how to gossip and gossip and gossip. They come to church, they look at you, you dress, they say, all these rich people. They can't, they interpret the Bible, they can't go to heaven. They themselves already interpreted the Bible. They read that it's so hard for a rich man to pass through the needle. It's even so hard for a poor man to come close to the gate, let alone to find where the needle is. Because no poor man can go to heaven. You know why? They grumble. They don't. Go and check. Go and check. So don't be comfortable where you are and say, and you're causing, rather, instead of being jealous, ask that Mr. John, I see you wake up every morning. You come back, you do this. Can I learn? Can I just volunteer? Don't pay me. Let me just volunteer to watch you a day. Do you know you can hang out with somebody a day? I have a brother in Maryland. One day, I went to that place because he's always very good in what he does. So I decided to follow him one day. Did you know that for a whole day, this guy do not have a minute to sit down to eat? I'm like, what? He wants to eat. My host, can you all unmute that person? He wants to eat, but he doesn't have the time. He's doing this one. This contractor is calling him. This one is calling him. Guess what? I'm on orientation, right? I just wanted to watch what because I call him on the phone, he doesn't answer. I said, the day I managed to get hold of him, I said, let me see what this guy typical day looks like. I followed. I didn't do, my job is to sit down inside that car. He's running from one place to another, one office, this one. That was all I did. Thank God I came with my bottle of water. Guys, you see that when you see them in the party, they're throwing money up. You see that money they throw up? Wasn't it you? It was not. But that is a business owner. Got to be self-disciplined. Nobody is coming for you. Guys, nobody's coming to deliver us. We have to deliver ourselves. But we have to change this thing called brain. It's being rewired. Let's unlearn and relearn. We can. There's a quote that says, it takes, what we know is about 45% inherent. So we learn 55%. So we can unlearn it. We have the capacity. This brain has the capacity to stretch and unlearn and relearn. What if you can relearn? You may not relearn 55%. Can you relearn just 10%, 20%? All those ideologies that have been put in our brain. Have you had a friend say, I'm good, I'm comfortable. I'm good where I am. I'm done. My children will finish it. Which children? The same children he did not hand over no economic power. Academic does not give you economic power. It continues the slavery part. But what if, in the course of your slavery part, you deslave yourself and not create the real economic power that belongs to you? It doesn't matter which country. It doesn't matter where you are born. Everybody have the equal economic capacity. But you have to change your brain for it to happen. Nobody is coming to look after you. You have to be able to wake up and dress up. Sometimes my children say, Mom, where are you going to? I say, where do you think I'm going to? Is today a holiday? Do you know that business people don't even know about holidays? Holidays is also meant for poor people. It's meant for slaves. They give them holidays to go consume the money they have made. Which holiday is coming soon? This is June. Oh, there's July 4th. What is that holiday? July 4th. What is that called?
4th of Independence.
Eh? Independent. Guess what will happen that day? The intentionally is going to give the slave opportunity to go and consume the money they have made. The same day, basketballers are going to be playing football, making money. The big guys who knows how to, who does not have holidays. But someone else will say, why are you calling me today? I'm on holiday. Don't you know it's independent? Independent of what? What are you independent of? Who released you? It's only you that have the capacity to release yourself. But you know, you see how they put it in our brain, Independence Day. Independence Day of what? Then you go to the market, you consume everything, you sit down at home, you watch the television all day. Someone is playing football, someone is playing basketball. By the way, World Cup is going on right now. Some people are making money while some people are watching. Are you going to be one of the producers or one of the watchers? Which one are you? The choice is yours. Dr. Ike.
Yes, good morning, everybody, and thank you very much, Princess Dr. Ruth. We really, really appreciate you. I just wanted to say congratulations to everybody here. The world has produced their first trillionaire by name of Elon Musk from South Africa. Just an immigrant, just like most of us here. So just want to ponder about. Yeah, he came, to study, and then he found the American dream and decided to pursue it, decided to deslave himself, according to Princess Dr.
Oh, you finally cook here, but
I like that very much.
it's too salty for me, though.
So, based on that, I just want to say to our people again, we are very well educated, but one thing which Dr. Ruth has said is sorry, I have cold, I'm, fighting a cold, so, but the school system is meant to teach us how to make income. Making income is not going to take you anywhere. That's the first step. The next step is to learn cash flow, which is what we must all do if we want to achieve financial freedom. When we learn cash flow, everything changes. You're talking about system, you're talking about structure, and these are the things that will free all of us. We are all financially in bondage if we really look at it. But now, when we begin to understand cash flow and use it to our advantage, we get to a point where we can use OPM, other people's money, to make money. Everything is here in the society we live in. We live in the wealthiest society ever known to mankind. Again, Elon Musk has proven the point. He keyed into the system. We start by working in the plantation. After we get our PhDs and all these things, income. But we take it to the next level, cash flow, if we want to liberate ourselves and our families. So we should please be very intentional and decide to work hard so we can free ourselves, free our families, and possibly help others, like Dr. Princess Ruth is doing. We really appreciate you. Thank you very much. And
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey, congratulations to all the middle class, the immigrants, for producing the first trillionaire on earth, I guess, right now. So that is amazing. All we can do is to pick up from what he did. Just play into the system, learn the system. Some people think he's enjoying now. Some people already condemn him as going to hell. If you know what is hell and heaven, I guess some of us are living in one of them right now. I always say people are not in paradise. I don't know which paradise you have. But you know my own paradise, that I'm able to change my mindset. That's my own paradise. And that's what keeps me going every single day. Not only that I'm able to change my mindset, I'm changing the mindset of my own children, my own family. Hopefully you'll be part of those that their mindset will be changed. Once your mindset is changed, guess what? Everything else follows it. Okay? All right, go ahead. Who is reading? Go ahead.
A strategic plan can give you a regular roadmap to keep you focused and help you set goals. Pattern share. A strategic plan in a partnership doesn't have as much to do with self-discipline as it does accountability. It is so important for partners to meet on a regular basis to discuss, strategize, decide, assign, and then document every decision they are making as a partnership. It is so easy to forget who's doing what and why you decided on a certain course of action in the business. In difficult as well as successful times, the strategic plan is oftentimes the glue that can hold a partnership together. Board of advisors. Whether you are an individual owner or have partners, a board of advisors could be a huge resource to you in implementing your strategic plan, reviewing it on a regular basis, and being held accountable. This is much more than the mentor that may have helped you in the design of your business plan. This should be a group of professionals with experience and education in your industry that can give you feedback on a regular basis. At the most simplistic level, this board could be a group of family or friends you take out to dinner once a month to gather ideas and feedback, as well as report back to them regarding your accomplishment. Everyone loves to give free advice over a nice dinner. Don't underestimate the power of this resource. Too much planning. As I mentioned in the story above, a daily battle plan to spend our days most effectively can be extremely helpful. The strategic plan is more of a monthly procedure. There is a lot of debate as to whether or not a weekly plan is helpful or more time consuming than it's worth. I have found that simply reviewing my monthly strategic plan is more than sufficient and keep me on task each week. Step 1, create a necessary section for your strategic plan that makes sense to you. The following sections are what I feel are the bare essential of a good strategic plan and what you should consider each time you sit down to plan. Organizational or management issue, product development, systemization, personal training and education, employees and vendors, managing by statistics, marketing tasks based on your marketing plan. Below, I have created some questions and all topics to consider in each of the above categories. Of course, these are not conclusive and just starting point for you as you review and update your strategic plan on a regular basis. Organizational or management issue. Consider any legal or tax planning items that need to be dealt with. Are there facility issues to address? Are there any employees that need to be moved, trained, or terminated? What structural issue with the business need to be planned for over the next 3, 6, or 12 months? Product development. How is your product or service mix doing? Do you need to change prices? Add another product or service to your lineup, or start developing something you want to roll out in the future? Could your customer service be improved upon? What needs to be modified or completely changed due to the current market and economy? Systemization. How do you deliver your product services? Are they being delivered in the most efficient and effective manner possible? How can you improve to save time and money? Every employee and member of the organization needs to understand the system that produces your product and service and the role they play in that system. Heading. This phrase has been referred to thousands of times and written about in business journals for years. Does everyone in your organization understand what hats they are wearing and the tasks they are to be completing each day? What are their responsibilities and are they being held accountable to accomplish them? Personal training and education. Do you currently have all the necessary business skills or trade skills specific to your product mix to give a valuable final product or service? What are the next books? Your plan on readings? What video or DVD are you watching? What is your plan for continuing education as a business owner? Employees and vendor. If you have employees, Do you have a quality set of policies and procedure and an employee handbook? Do all of your employees understand their duty and responsibilities? What are you doing in the future for training and social events? Are all of your vendors performing up to your expectation and guidelines? Do you need to send out more of your required services for bid to see if you can save money or get better service? Managing by statistics. Have a system to report sales, cost, production, budget to actual figures, etc. Have numbers for everything. Track them and manage by them. Set goals and objectives that can be tracked by objective criteria. Review these numbers every time you open your strategic plan. Hold yourself accountable if you're not reaching your goals. Marketing tasks. What are the items in your marketing plan that you need to implement now or put in your strategic plan for the future to make sure you follow through on them? Step 2, create a timeline for all of the action items to occur. Don't stress about this process. All of your objectives and tasks to complete from the different sections above should be commingled in an overall timeline. Don't set up a checklist for each category. Put them all in one master timeline that should be broken into 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months periods. Sometimes it is important to set up weekly or monthly tasks that need to be completed when you first get started. Step 3, revisit your strategic plan regularly. As I stated above, I suggest you update your plan monthly and at the very least a draft it every 3 months. Nevertheless, it should be carrying it around with you everywhere you go. Review it constantly and stay disciplined. Make sure you are making note to your plan whenever you have a brilliant idea. Don't say to yourself, I need to do that next quarter when I review my plan. Write it down. Step 4, continue to manage by statistics. Your number and report, even if you are only keeping track and reporting to yourself, will constantly tell you if you are headed in the right direction. Don't get discouraged. Make changes as needed. Being a business owner means change. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it and become accustomed to it.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let me repeat that. Your numbers and report, even you are the only, if you are only keeping tracks and reporting to yourself, we consistently tell you if you are headed in the right direction. How many of us are tracking our numbers? So for us to track the metrics means that we have to have strategic plan. As we are reading, I'm thinking about, where do I ever start here? Oh, don't get discouraged, guys. Don't get discouraged. You can do this. You got this. Make changes as needed. Be a business owner means change. You cannot be static. You're always going to change. Why? There's always going to be regulatory changes. There's always going to be, environmental changes, physical changes, spiritual changes that will impact your business. So you have to always be in the move to change. That's what they call it, strategy. The strategy that works today may not work tomorrow because the Trump just signed a new law, right? The Congress just signed a new law. Maybe there's a war going on in China and that is where your supplies are coming from, right? So there has to be new strategy for you to continue to evolve in this journey, okay? Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. Become accustomed to it. I say what? Become a student. Continue to be a student for the rest of your life. Man, this is amazing. Questions, comment. Please put your virtual hand up. If you have questions, if you have comments, I really enjoyed this book this morning. Any comment, any questions? So all the students here, you guys are processing how to start your business plan, how to start your strategic plan, okay? So I just want to encourage everybody, before we meet again, go try it, okay? Try something. It doesn't matter. Just follow those headings and write something down. Okay? And share with us next time how you feel. Okay? Our next book club is gonna be on the 27th of June. Okay? It's gonna be on the 27th of June. And when we come, we're gonna start the last plan, which is what? Which is the marketing plan. Okay? We did today with the business plan. It gives us the segments and all that is needed for you to complete a business plan. We also did with strategic plans, which is your daily activities, your monthly activities, your timeline, your checklist. That is where your metrics falls in. And of course, it started with that business plan. That's what gave birth to what? To your dynamic strategic plan. So it doesn't matter the kind of business you run, any business you run, it doesn't matter how small it is. You need these things in place. If you don't have it, like you said, don't be discouraged. Let's start building them today. It's summer holiday. Most of you have all these students who are still in the same slavery journey that all of us went to. There's nothing wrong with that. Engage them. Say, hey, you're reading business in school. Come and develop my business plan. Use me as a case study to learn. Come and help me figure out my strategic plan. What are the metrics I need to look at? How do I know that where I was yesterday I'm not going backward? If I'm going backward, what can I do to move forward and maintain forwardness? All right? If there's no question, no comment, I want to say thank you all so much for joining us on the book club today. This is really, who liked what we read this morning? Who liked it?
Dr. Ruth, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. The book has been so interesting and I learned a lot. But my question is, we are also coming to the end of this book. Do we have a name for the next book that we're going to read?
Oh, we're not coming to an end though. We jumped from chapter 4. We read chapter 4. It was chapter 4 that brought us here.
Oh, okay.
So we have to finish that
5, 6,
marketing
7.
plan. Once we finish that marketing plan, we'll go back to our chapter 5.
Okay.
Okay, but then I showed the book is also in the group me. If you're not on group me, please find yourself there. Book club group me. Join me on Facebook. Okay, join me on social media, TikTok, Instagram, guys, YouTube. Join me, comment, say something. Let's get this thing. Let's get people to come and read. Let's get people to know that we have to rewire our brain. But yes, I don't have the book with me. I actually ordered my own. It came in yesterday. I've already shared the book. If anybody here have it, I shared the book that we're going to read after this one. Okay, it says, let me see, I think I can find it. Let me see.
But Wall Street isn't telling you?
Yes, I think so. I think so. Let me see here.
Hello?
Yes, what Wall Street isn't telling you.
Yes.
I just got mine.
I got mine. Mine arrived yesterday. It said the business owner's guide to financial freedom. What Wall Street isn't telling you. Is written by the same author.
The same author.
Okay. So that's the book we're going to read after this one. All right.
Please show us the picture, Dr. Ruth.
Let me see. I will post it in the group me. I'll post it in the group me. Okay.
How do we get into the group me, please?
Please, can somebody post on the chat the group me link, the book club group me link, so that someone can click and join? Okay. I'll
Please,
post it in the group me.
Please, can you give us the picture of this book now? So today is my first time here.
Okay. I wish I know how to give it to you.
Like, if you lift it up, I will take a picture.
All right, hold on. I'll get it to you right now.
Thank you.
Mm. All right, I'm going to put a link in the chat and I'm going to show it. All right, here is the book. That is the book we're going to be reading after this. Okay, I'm going to put a link. I got my own from Amazon. I'm not pushing for anyone. Wherever you want to get it, but that's the link where I got mine. Okay, it's just 17, I believe it's $17. Okay, invest in your life, guys. That is part of your strategic plan, right? Remember, which book are you going to read? That's one of the things we read in the book. It's part of your strategic plan as a business owner. All right, so instead of doing that Jangi or Susu or that or Wambe, okay, this year, tell yourself, I'm not going to spend money doing all Wambes, buying new clothes that you only wear one time. If they say the color is pink, you have pink in your closet, take that money, go invest in yourself, build yourself, okay? Build yourself. Otherwise, I'm going to let you guys go. I have a lot loaded today, but I want to say thank you so much. See all of you on the 27th of June. It's going to be amazing. Work on your business plan, work on your strategic plan. If you already have one, open it up and see what is there and see. Remember, your strategic plan is ongoing. It's not set it and leave it. It doesn't work that way. Okay? But
Yeah.
you can see that it's linked to your business plan.
Yes,
It's
Dr. Ruth,
linked.
before you leave,
Okay?
this is my first time of joining. Can I have the topic of the book we're currently reading?
Oh, we're reading what your CPA isn't telling you.
What
Look
you
at it.
is.
What your by the same Mark, John Kohler.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Yes. It's a CPA attorney at law. That's the book we're reading now. And this is the one we're going to read after this one. So that we want to build business people. Because the Mark is telling us, if we want to achieve financial freedom, you must own a business. But he didn't just tell us to own a business. He gave us the roadmap. He said you have to have a business plan, strategic plan, then marketing plan. Then after that, we're going to read the book to show how do we actually achieve this financial freedom. Now we have a business. That's the link between these two. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing. So I want to say thank you so much. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is a social club. We're here to read books. Okay? We're here to read books. I encourage you guys to follow me on social media, TikTok, everywhere. Follow me. I have my my link in the chat for the ones that can be able to link, join the group me book club, join the Facebook group. Book club is a private group. Comment, do something, bring your children. It's a holiday, let them learn. Let's deslave ourselves. Okay, yes, the chains are not there on our neck and our feet, but there is chains in our brain. So if Elon Musk can do it and come and use the system, we too can do it. Okay? Don't be a party of the side that say, oh, if you're running a business, you're chasing money. It's not all about money. There's nothing poverty can buy. So don't give yourself in that illusion. That is where a poor man, poor does not mean that you're not intelligent. Just that is a system, is a conditioning. Okay, and we play into it. Let's unplay it. Tell yourself, I can be the next Elon Musk. It doesn't matter how old you are. Come out of this retirement slavery ideology of you retire at 67. And at 67, people now start waiting for their death. I know. Okay? Design your own. Tell yourself, I'm going to live the best life of my life until the day I exit. What impact? What will you be remembered of when you exit? Okay? What will you be remembered of? There's so many impact. Come out of welfare. Come out of looking for free stuff. Oh, do you know they are giving this thing free? Since you were born till today, listen to me. How many times have you gone to look for free food, free lunch, free dinner, and you see Trump and the children there? How many times have you seen Bill Gates and their children? Elon Musk and their children for free stuff? What if you tell yourself, I'm going to be the one giving the free stuff? Oh, let's go via. Do you know they say they have a free website, a free what? Come out of the mentality of free. Please. Tell yourself, anywhere you see anybody giving something free, yeah? Ask them, brother, I love they are giving this thing free. Can you show me what you did so I can also join you to start giving stuff free instead of collecting? You're going to business meeting, you're asking, do they have lunch? Who's going to provide the lunch for you? Who's going to give you the lunch? Your own business. It's not your job or your business. Somebody is helping you. Somebody is mentoring you. You're expecting your mentor to give you food. Instead of you finding a way to make sure that your mentor eats, knowing that they're imparting knowledge to you. In fact, if you have a mentor, your mentor wants to eat. You don't even want a distraction, because remember Elijah and Elisha. He said, remain focused. It's only when is it Elijah or Elisha that remain focused. That's why he was able to see what? To capture the what? The double portion.
Aisha, remain focused.
Yeah, if you did not remain focused, is he going to capture the double portion? No. But imagine you are looking for your mentor to give you food. You get distracted. Mary and Martha. Who was cooking food? Who was sitting at the feet learning? Most people don't understand when that mentor is trying to dish out those nuggets. You're busy trying to look for food to eat. The food you'll be eating all your life. How many people have you seen that died because of food? Just overnight. One day food, 2 days food is not going to kill you. Without food, it's not going to kill you. Okay? Come out of that thing. Tell yourself, from today, I must be Dr. Antonia. I'm going to be the next trillionaire. Miss Pat, I'm going to be the next trillionaire. Then you have to think differently. You have to act differently. You have to do something in a different way. Go and read those people who did well. Great people. Follow them, read them, look at their lifestyle. What is their daily today affair lifestyle? You know, I'm a Christian. That's why I use Christianity as an example. Most people say they are Christians. All they are trying to do is to read Bible. But guess what? If you really, really read Bible, the Bible is the biggest book the world could offer. If you follow the principles of Bible, you can never be poor. You can never be dependent on others. Because he said, my people, arise and shine, for the light has come. He gave you a command to arise. You can never shine if you don't arise from that bed. If you don't get up and do that makeup, if you don't get up and take decisions, you can never shine. He said, arise. That was a command. Arise and shine, for the light has come. He said, we must walk when it's day, because night cometh. Your night is when you are not able to make impact anymore. Your night is when you're not able to bring change. Now that it's day, what are you doing? What are you doing? He said we should produce what? Lenders. Train up a child in a way that he will grow. When he grow up, he will not depart from it. The second verse says what? Produce lenders, not borrowers. All we do, middle class, is to produce borrowers. We produce borrower, we borrow school loan, we borrow mortgage, we borrow car loan, we borrow everything. We become commander-in-chief of borrowers. Borrowers. But the Bible says what? We should be lenders. Because of what? A borrower is a slave to a lender. Can you tell yourself, I'm a lender? Did they understood that? That's why I say I'm a lender, became a hard lender, guys. Because who makes the food? Who cook the food? Who pays for the food? Guess what? Makes the rule. I decide when you eat it, when you're going to eat it, how you're going to eat it, what you're going to eat. So let's come out of borrower's mentality and begin to find a way to become lenders. But if you continue what you're doing now in the next 20 years, can you be a lender? Can you be a lender? You cannot. And we're teaching our children to follow the same path. They're graduating with school loan, borrowing. Now they come out of school loan, you're pushing them to go buy a mortgage. Borrowing. Buy a car, borrowing. Most of you came from a country where anything you have, if you have a house, it belongs to you. If you have a car, it belongs to you. If you go to school and graduate, it belongs to you. We not came. Most of us that are immigrant came, and we threw that thing away. We're eating bese. Credit card, borrowing. Somebody said, I want to build my credit. Which credit are you building? Whose credit are you building? If you have $1 million, do you need a credit to buy a car of $10,000? Who is the credit meant for? You see, you guys here, I feel like preaching this morning. Okay, let me not preach. Thank you so much. See you guys on the 27th.
Thank you
right,
so
you
very
have a
much.
nice
Thank
Dr.
you so much, Dr.
That's
Ruth.
been wonderful.
Dr.
Thank
Ruth, share
you.
the video
Yeah.
of the motivational
Oh,
one.
hold on. Let me share it now in the chat because I just stumbled into them. Oh, hold on.
Dr.
Right
Ruth,
now.
preach on,
Hang
preach
on.
on.
Dr. Ruth, keep going and preach. It's all real. It's the truth.
No,
Thank you,
my
Dr. Ruth.
people. I
Thank
think
you.
about this
Amen.
every day. I say,
Energizing listening to
how
you.
did we
Thank you.
get here? I just shared it. How did we get
Yes.
here? How did
And
we
Dr.
get
Ruth,
then
you have a question.
remind them we have a section at 3 Central.
Oh,
for
yes.
Eastern.
My people, as part of the movement to change the middle class, to make an impact, okay? I live in America and I'm in financial services. And there are two financial environments in the world, investment and protection. And one thing we have realized that the healthcare providers, the doctors, the nurse practitioners, the PAs, anyone that have the capacity to diagnose, to put a diagnosis, is the center, is the control, is in charge of protection portfolio. They can make or mar you. So now what we have decided to do. One thing we have realized that. Oh, please. One thing we have decided to do is this. We have decided to take the bull by the horn. We say we're not going to complain again. We're going to face it. So today at 3 p.m., you're going to reach out to the person that sent you this Zoom link. Don't reach out to me. Tell them I want to get the Zoom link where a physician will be talking about the role of providers in protection portfolio. All they need to know. Come and hear from Dr. Antonia. She's a nurse practitioner. She's the people that put in those diagnoses. How does it impact you to creating a financial foundation in America? It's a closed meeting. It's not open to the public. So if you're here, you want it. And don't just come, you're coming to listen. We want you to bring down your primary. All of us here have a primary provider. It's either a nurse practitioner, a PA, or a physician. All of us here has a cardiologist, a specialist, right? Let them come and hear. Let's begin to change this from the root. We're no more in the complaining company. We have moved away from complaining. We have decided to take action. So tell the person that gave you this Zoom link to ask. You're not going to see it in the book club anywhere. No, it's a private session. All right. So tell the person, if you know that you have a provider, you are invited. It's not for you. It's only for providers. Those people who are causing some people not to have a foundation of their finance. Those are the people that Dr. Lindenberg, a renowned physician in Dallas with her own practice. Also, she's an AMPA North American chair. That's to tell you that she's not just waking up, she have the competency. She's going to be speaking to that at 3 p.m. Don't miss it. It's on Zoom, but you have to receive it. It's by invitation only. Yeah, Mr. Samuel. Go ahead, Mr. Samuel.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ruth. Really appreciate your efforts every day. But I want to leverage on that video you just shared. I clicked on that link, it didn't open for me. Is it possible, sister, if you share it with the broadcast you sent earlier this morning so it comes to our WhatsApp?
The video that I just played, the YouTube that I played, right?
I don't know if it's me or my sister.
No, it's not working.
Okay.
Oh, it's not working. You see, that's the problem. I don't know what I did.
It's not working.
Okay, hold on.
It's saying error.
Don't worry, Dr. Ruth. I'm going to enroll you at the MIT.
Ministry and business don't mix.
Okay, I think I find it.
If your business
I find it
is your ministry and your first paying client.
I find it. Hold on.
Did you post Les Brown's motivational speech?
link?
Let me just post it. Click it again. I just posted it. Click it again. I think that when I play it, I remove it. There's something I do remove to avoid the commercials. So, and if I send that link,
Now
it
it
doesn't
works.
work.
Flows
when
into now it's working.
Works
Thank
now.
you
Thank
so
you
much.
very
Let's
much.
see.
Yes. Okay, good.
Now,
Thank you.
here's
Miss
something.
Epoloma.
please, how do I get the Zoom link, please? For the
Oh,
three
yes.
people.
Please ask the person that sent you this Zoom link this morning to send it to you. Okay? Let me run. I'm supposed to be in a training, okay? But I just decided to be here. Ask the person that sent it to
Thank
me.
you.
It's going to be at 3 p.m. Central Time. Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
and have a nice day.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Nobody said
And
anything.